All right, all right. God, you're good. God, you're great. I want to thank you for another podcast. It is Deep.Organic.Phuckery, and I'm your boy Linky Links.
I'm Damion, episode 6.
Episode 6 in the mix. And with that being said, we have two special guest co-hosts with us today. Miss Alejandra,
Hey, hey, hey.
a.k.a. Alii Berryy, and the Blazing Bob the Builder, a.k.a. the Mayor.
Blessed love.
I would say the mayor, I mean the mayor of Toronto Dancehall.
That Olivia Chow.
Yeah, like that Olivia Chow, eh? But before we really get into what we want to talk about today, Bob, that short stay, it's a bad, I mean, you know.
No man, which of the shots
Who's
season?
that?
Which of the shots?
I don't understand. Bro, why would this nice first be bought?
No, it was short, bro.
No man,
I thought about a split of the side. No.
no, which of the shots
What
season?
kind of shots?
Which of the shots?
Which of the-
Anyway,
The girl them say that is the girl them say.
Alii Berryy, welcome. How are you? Let's
I'm
start.
good. How are you?
What kind of comment?
Which daddy shots?
Which of the shots season, you know? When the girl them see that is Linky, the girl them tell us them want lick the back of your knees, you know?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right,
Why
yeah,
we
man.
do here? Alii Berryy, David is with
Well, hold on. Can
I
you?
never tell a man that
So
say,
suppose your heel back crack up.
no, not the heel, the knees. They want to lick the back of your knees when them see you wearing these.
No, that's not
So
safe.
girls do that?
Yeah, man.
Lick the back of your knees?
Yep. I've seen that on Instagram.
So you've been offered that before?
No, the girls are saying, I saw it on Instagram. The girls saying, I love to see you guys in these shorts because it doesn't make me want to lick the back of their knees.
Is that a
Yeah.
fetish?
That's what the
No,
girls
is that
are
an
saying.
actual thing?
It is
dead
an
serious.
actual thing.
It is.
Girls say to you
They want to lick the
that
back
they
of-
want to
when they
lick
see guys in
the
the short
back of
shorts.
your knees.
Yeah,
Yep.
I see guys wearing the short shorts.
Just so you know, I've never heard that in my life.
But I go wear the short shorts.
That's
please.
not a thing.
Please don't wear the short shorts.
Oh.
No.
That short season.
I don't know.
All right, Ali. You okay? Welcome to Deep.Organic.Phuckery. I see you sipping on your little. What do you have in there? Some juice? Yeah. Okay. Let's leave it like that.
It's truth serum. Truth serum.
What's it called?
Truth serum.
Truth serum.
Yeah.
All right. So this past weekend we had the BET Awards. It was my personal opinion on that. It was way too ghetto. Like
It's
it was,
BT.
No, come on. It was never this ghetto. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
The
Yeah, it
only
was.
good thing about the BET Awards to me was that they honored the great Busta Rhymes. Flip Mo, baby.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite all-time performers. I realized this like 2 years ago. I didn't know that I really respected his performance. 2 years ago on Summer Jam, I seen the man with Split Star, right? And he has this thing that he like, and Split Star go beside, and he turns him down.
Yeah.
And then bro, you should
That's
see
right.
the way they
Yeah,
do it.
that's
It's
right,
so,
that's right.
I'm like, what?
You're sick.
The man, and he turns it back up and he goes all the way up. I'm like, yo, this is dope. Busta Rhymes is tough.
So that performance right there made you say, yo, this is my artist.
That performance.
Yeah, wicked.
But I've seen it before. No. I've seen it before because I watched him at Phoenix. He came to Phoenix here, and I watched him, and I enjoyed it. But I didn't notice that. But on Summer Jam, it was just highlighted. I'm like, yo, that's so sick.
Yeah,
and just the way, like when he's rapping on stage, it sounds like on the record.
Right.
So I'm saying, what his delivery, the way he's covering the stage, like he's dope. He's tough.
He's a real performer. Ali,
And he embraces Jamaica,
Love.
which is a great thing. So
Ali, you watch the BET Awards?
I did not watch the whole show, but I did watch clippings of it, and it was the epitome of ghetto. They had the girl there named, I think she goes by Sexy Red.
Sexy Red, yeah.
She was just like a scripper. And she had like rocks in her hand, like I never love it.
So it's because the stripper was there why it's ghetto? Or why was it
The way
ghetto?
she was behaving.
No,
She was behaving.
and
What are some of the ghetto things that
the
you
attire, what
The way
people
people were
wore,
dressed?
yeah.
Right.
That's one of the behavior. And then I think what's her name? Little Uzi Vert, his girlfriend.
JT.
She threw her phone at him. Said that he was looking at Ice Spice.
Oh man, that's on camera?
Yes.
But they're trying to clear it up as not that it wasn't Ice Spice though. He took a picture with Ice Spice, but they're trying to say that's not the problem.
Yeah.
They're trying
I
to
heard
say
that-
so-
I read that too. Say that
Yeah.
he never secured her seat or
Right.
something like that. But yeah, and then Little Boozy was there. He got bail, so he was just there wilding out, acting like a man.
I love Boozy. I love Boozy's
You
whole
love
life.
Boozy?
I love him.
Oh my god.
No, like.
So why are you saying BT was ghetto? Boozie's like the ghettoest guy I've ever seen in my life.
Man, I tell you,
You should have liked that.
He's so funny without trying. Like,
Well, that's
him
true.
even know same funny.
Well, that's true.
Boozy?
Yeah. You know them people that when them just talk, you just have to laugh because I'm just not a sense. You might just one of them people there.
Well, I'm in a chat group, right? And a couple guys put up that they put up a picture of Spice and she's doing like a split thing.
Skin out this.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And someone was like, "Yo, why is people just highlighting that and not highlighting the fact that she's bigging up dancehall?" And I'm like, okay. I made a comment in the group. So I'm like, is that why people are not bigging up dancehall? Because you feel like you have to go to BET on the biggest stage to go split and show your pokey. Why you doing that?
Well,
Why you doing that kind of
well, the Spice defense.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Buster brought them up, right?
Yeah.
So I realized everybody sing like their biggest song.
Right.
So Spice, but they like that Spice Skin Up My Pum Pum is their biggest song.
But you don't have to do it.
But okay. The Americans like it, but the Jamaicans didn't.
I don't know if
You know
anybody
that?
like
Yeah,
that.
they-
Yes,
You're right.
the Americans love it,
Yeah.
but the Jamaicans are bashing it.
Yep.
Right, but what I'm saying is when you're representing Jamaica as an ambassador, right? And you skin out your pokey and people are
Oh,
seeing
that pokey, the
hold
poo-poo.
on.
Let's get out the poo poo. Yeah.
Hold on. Yes, I like it. When if you're presenting that way,
Right.
then when people reflect what you're doing, you can't get offended. If people say Jamaican music or dancehall music is about skinning out and all that, of course they're gonna jump up but what respect do they have for that? You see what I'm saying? And for people to say, "Oh, why are you highlighting that?" when she's trying to big up dancehall, that's what people are equating dancehall to. The skinning out of
Yeah, but
pokies.
that's a part of dancehall.
It's a part
Yeah,
of the
it is.
culture.
It's
bro.
culture.
But
Yeah.
why?
But
But
they
that's
like
what I'm
that-
saying. But
that's
people
a
get
part of the
offended
culture,
when
yeah.
people highlight what a part of dancehall is. That's what I'm saying.
Who gets
You can't-
offended?
That's what the guy was saying. Why are you highlighting that, the skinning out of the pokey, and not the bigging up of the dancehall music? But it's synonymous.
Call it pum pum, Damion. Call it pum pum. When they say pokey, it sound very uptown. You know those uptown people, Rebecca? No.
Rebecca. Why can't I say pokey? That's what I call it. It's a pokey.
That only for name still.
It's there for poke.
That only for name. A pork, some kind of fish.
You poke. That's
Still pork.
Hey, man, that's
Still have to be poked.
Should be pork.
Yo, I can't be bothered. So, Spice getting out her pum pum, that was like, she got a lot of a backlash, and some people love it. You know what I mean? The Americans, they actually love it.
Yeah, because
But-
that's what they expect from Jamaicans, though. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Why can't we change
no,
the
but
narrative?
you know
That's
what?
what they
You know
expect
what?
from
You know what,
Spice,
though?
not
You know what?
Why can't we
Jamaican.
change the
You're
narrative,
massive.
though?
No, what though? With everything, you have lovers and haters.
Right,
Some love it, some dislike it.
right.
But we're talking about representation.
Okay, but guess what? Not to cut you, Bob. What I like about Spice, she's authentic. Always herself. You like it, you love it. She not care. She not gonna change. That's what made her. Remember, she's on Love and Hip Hop, you know. And you know, here she a try twang for so long. Americans them rap all the time.
That's fine, but the problem I have with that is when you represent yourself that way, when people reflect what you're representing,
podcast is
do
gonna be so
not
nice.
get mad. Don't get mad.
Okay,
That's
No,
what I'm
she
saying.
would- no.
I don't think she's
Accept
mad.
it.
I don't think she'd care.
I heard
She
her
would
tell
care.
someone to go suck your, like, what did she say to the youth? And the youth,
Suck your mother. Yeah, me
the
never
youth
agree with that
approach her
still.
a certain kind of way. And I'm like, but that's how you represent yourself.
Me never-
So
me
the
never-
man's
me never
gonna
agree
approach
with
you a
that
certain
suck your
kind
mother.
of way
so
because that's
what
a.
happened?
Narrow. She told Narrow.
Oh,
suck your mother. Yeah.
back then.
Right,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but
okay,
that's,
okay,
what I'm
okay,
saying is
okay,
you can be yourself, be authentic all you want, but when someone reflect what you're representing, don't get mad.
No, she wouldn't get mad.
Yes, she does.
She does that at
She
all
wants
of
you
her
to come.
stage shows.
Okay, I have one
If you show
question.
me a pokey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna think about you in a sexual way all the time. That's all I'm gonna see of you because that's what you show me. So when I approach you that way as a man, don't get offended because that's what you're showing me. If you want me to approach you as a
Yeah, but
lady,
she's performing.
no, but that's how she represents herself. You're talking about
No,
love
she
and hip
represent
hop.
the culture.
But what?
That's
No,
her
that's
side
not
of
a culture.
It's a part of the culture.
Hey, that's not the
It
culture.
Yeah,
is.
go put your head up,
Skin
all
out,
of
skin out,
that.
skin
It
out.
is.
Nope, dancing.
This is my problem. That's what I'm saying. That's some people. Some people do that. You see what I'm saying? And I can approach you that way. That's what I'm saying. If I see that in you, that's how I'm gonna approach you. But if you show me the ladylike side and I approach you like that in a ghetto way, then you can cuss me out. But if you show me the hood side and the ghetto and that's all you show me, I'm going to approach you that way. Don't get mad.
No.
Because that's what you're showing me. That's what I'm saying. It's okay, you can be yourself, but accept it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. So you said Spice present herself in that manner while she's performing. Say you see her in a different environment. Say she in a nice dress, looking very elegant. Would you take the same approach? Like
What approach?
Approach her ghetto, as you said.
Of course.
Same
That's
way,
how you present
although
yourself.
she not clean clothes.
But that's how you're presenting yourself to me.
Not in that
I have
occasion.
to push back on that, brother, because it's what's happening.
You can
now.
push, but what I'm
She's
saying to you,
performing. You have to remember, when she go on stage, she's not great.
Spice, when Spice is on Love and Hip Hop, she's being herself. That's what you just said. She's being authentic.
I don't
She
watch
costs
it.
and she
Real
go,
authentic, yeah.
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying to you. So why would I see you everywhere I see you? This is the imagery I see of you. Why would I approach you any differently? Well, me personally, I don't approach nobody that way. So whether you present to me in a ghetto, yeah, even that. But what I'm saying is, but I could understand why someone would think that's how they should approach her. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I wouldn't approach her that way, but I could understand. She cannot get mad.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What other song could Spice sing instead of Skin Up My Pum Pum?
I could answer that first before Big Guy answer that.
When
go
it's
ahead.
coming on my
This is for
ramping
everyone.
shop.
Everybody answer. Everybody answer.
I think she could have done.
Which song she could have done?
Wine and Go Down There.
Eh?
Wine
Yeah.
and Go Down there.
To be honest with you,
I thought she could
to
have
be
done
honest with
that
you, I
song.
don't know the numbers on her songs, but Ramping Shot was a pretty big song,
But
and it's known also.
But
It's hard for her to sing that song by
feature.
herself.
That's a feature.
Yeah.
But it's
For
her
her
song.
biggest
It's
single.
hard.
But it was her featuring Cartel. It's her song.
But
Yeah, but
it's,
she
it's
can't
a
sing it
feature. But we're
alone.
talking about
It's
Yes,
not
you
single.
Single.
can.
Can perform alone.
But the performances weren't a full performance. It was just a hit and
30
go.
30
but that's what I'm
seconds,
saying.
yeah.
You could have just Ramping Shot and then do your thing.
But that
one
single,
round one
I
song.
know she
100
wanted
million
to,
views.
but you're asking me a question. I'm answering. Huh?
No, I must
That
want
single
what
has
everybody
100
what
million
everybody is
views.
thinking.
It's
You
her
know, what
most
that song
viewed
they
video on
think.
YouTube.
Which song is that?
The Skin Out My Pum Pum, 100
Cause
million
me-
views by
cause
YouTube.
me-
It has the most views.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know.
I
I don't know.
understood. I understand why she
100
sang
million.
that song
I don't know.
because it's her biggest song.
But the song is fine.
But people have a problem with it, so I'm asking along the board.
Do they have a problem with this song or her performance? Do we? But every
The
time
song-
she sing
the
that
song and
song,
performance,
but,
yeah.
but every stage show that she performed, that's the same type of performance she gives when she.
But they're saying because
singing
it's
that
because it's
song.
BET. Just like when you say it's BET, so people should have a
No,
suit.
but it's the
And, you know?
it's the representation of yourself on a big stage. Now it's fine to be yourself, but the bed you spread, you have to lay in it. That's what I'm saying. And people just don't. People want to spread a certain kind of bed, but then they don't want
she'll
to.
take offense.
We
But
have to
Spice,
remember
live
too-
comfortably if you ask me.
No, I don't think she'll take offense.
No, what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. When people are because the guy this started from the guy in the group. He's saying
Okay,
that
okay.
why you're highlighting? You're highlighting that because that's what she did. Pokey's gonna take precedence over dancehall every day.
You see the next time you say that word, you got to take a shot.
I didn't drink. I didn't drink.
Have to take a shot.
But yeah, anyway, so Spice skinning out on stage to me is a straight fuckery. That's how I see it.
I think it's organic.
It's organic, eh?
You
She's
see
being
that million
herself.
times. It's really like nothing because we've seen how much times. We've seen it many times.
So is it
Exactly.
deep, organic, or is it fuckery?
Organic.
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 I'm on the organic side.
I want the organic side.
Deep pokey.
We are all for. Oh God. You take a shot?
Yo, man.
I just said so it was 2 words. It was the I
No.
didn't say what.
From you said the word, it included.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
all right, next time.
All right, so that was it. So that big guy said that was straight fuckery. All three of us said that's organic. All right, so we want to move on to the next. trend
Yeah.
topic.
Okay. So Bob, you were saying something earlier about in the city of Toronto they made it illegal for them to walk naked.
No, what
in
I'm
the
saying.
Pride
Okay.
Parade.
First, I just want to say this. I was home, you know, I just watch people snaps.
Right.
Watch people snaps and boom. This girl named Nikki, pretty Nikki.
Right, I know pretty Nicky.
So, I'm like, you guys at the parade? I'm like, okay.
Right. See
Then
what's
boom,
poppin'.
no. This one bag of naked people.
At the parade.
So I'm like, okay. What is it? Okay, if you're one of the alphabet people, what does being naked represent the alphabets?
Right.
Right.
That's what I want to know. Like, you choose your side, fine, but what does nakedness have to do with this?
And it's
How is it okay for them to walk naked? But if me, you go downstairs naked right now,
a problem.
it's a problem. We get charged.
Or wait, well, we can use.
Well, no, you never get charged. You know, just claim say you're one of them.
No, I'm
we
just
can
saying.
use we can use the comparison of Carabana. So if someone was to walk naked at Carabana, I think that would be an issue.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure if it would be an issue.
Definitely.
And if it's an issue at Carabana, it should be an issue at Pride Parade.
Right.
Right? It should be equal across the board. But I don't know if people at Carabana would be willing to push the limit the way people at Pride are willing to push the limits.
No.
So we don't know. But I'm saying again, if it's the case where if you do it at Carabana, it's a problem, it should be a problem at Pride.
You know why it wouldn't be a problem? Because straight people, we're not pushing an agenda to be straight. Because God created us to be that way. And to each their own. You love who you love, but do not force it on the innocent children. If you want to walk naked, like the day you're born, like when you come out of your mother fine and well, but you don't have to show that in front of the kids.
I just want to know how is this okay for them walk naked, but not okay for us?
I don't know if it's okay.
It is okay.
Who is the president for the
parade.
LGBTQ?
No, it's okay because
I think he's a Jamaican guy too, you know?
Don't do that.
Black guy.
Yeah, I think he's a Jamaican
I
guy.
saw him on TV.
The president, I think he's a Jamaican guy. Straight from Kingston.
like for example, bro. Okay. I have this friend, right? I have this friend. She does Uber. She said 1 year she forgot that was happening downtown. But Uber, it's more busy downtown than Uber. Yeah, you make more money downtown. She said these two guys just came in naked on her car seat, naked body on the seat.
I mean naked.
The man them coming out of the car naked
Not close.
to going to the parade. Yeah.
That is all like a brief.
That's what I'm saying. How is this okay?
Yeah, but it's not okay. I don't think it's okay. I think at this point, and I could.
How is this okay?
Wait,
I don't think it's okay.
did she drive them downtown?
Yeah, well, if she did kick them out, what do you think would happen?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think
the one star.
I think for
She'd
a lot
have
of
gotten
people,
1 star, and she would have gotten bashed.
I think for a lot of people, okay. So, let me go into it. I didn't want to go into it, but let me go into it. Let me go into it.
Why?
So the Pride Parade is a celebration of oppression from the LGBTQ community, right? One event that happened, they call it the Stonewall Riot in New York City, right? Where gay people used to go to a particular bar. I think it's called the Stonewall or whatever, the bar in New York. And police came in one night and just started beating them. I think 2 or 3 people died that night.
What
And
year,
a lot
what
of
year
people,
was that?
in the 60s, 70s. I can't remember it, but a while back.
Well, back, okay.
Right? So that's one thing that happened. And then a bunch of other things. Like I could give you a slew of history where a lot of gay people were killed just because they're gay. Right? So the Pride Parade is really to celebrate the idea that we can be ourselves and not be bashed for it. So the problem with that is that if someone's celebrating a triumph from oppression, and then are trying to come and enforce laws and rules onto them, it kind of doesn't look good. Which is why the police force and all that, they have these constant battles going back and forth with people from the LGBTQ community and the government officials, right? Because a lot of government people don't agree with it, but just going in to try to say don't do this and don't do that, it just seems very oppressive. Which is why people say, you know what? That day, we're going to give you free reign. Do your thing, right? So I don't think it's okay. I think people are just running away from dealing with the backlash because of the oppression that people faced back in the days.
So my question is...
So you say they're giving them the okay for that day?
I think they're just turning a blind eye, yes. I don't think it's okay. They're not saying, it's okay, you can do it. It's like, look at what's happening. I don't agree with it. But you know what? I'm not touching that. Leave it alone. And I can tell you that my job is the same thing. Or any other job. It's the same thing in the city of Toronto. If certain things happen, as a black man, it's harder for me to speak on that kind of stuff than it would have been for, like, say, a woman, for example. I have to be very careful. I have to tread lightly. So I can't just go and just say what I think or say what I feel because
Why?
it wouldn't. Because you'll get in trouble. The optics, it's just not. The last thing you want is for a person who's who was claiming oppression for so long to say that you're oppressing them, they're being discriminated against. You don't want that.
But look at black people. So it's okay for them to tear gas us when we are protesting. But you know,
No,
the gay
it's
people,
not
them
okay.
can
It's
sing
not
on
okay.
light posts and
That's not
them think
okay
they like them in
either.
a strip
That's not
club.
okay either. Just so you know, as a woman, for example, as a black woman in the workplace, you have a lot of. If certain people say certain things to you, that's the exact same thing they could face, the same backlash because of the cross
As
sectionality.
a woman living in Canada, period.
Right, because of the
Yeah.
cross sectionality. Like, so you have a lot of cross sectionalism going on. So you're a black woman. So you're a minority. You're a Jamaican person, right? You're a woman. If you have a child, then you're a single mother, and all these things they add up. So you could use all these things against any organization, and trust me, the last thing they want to do is to fight that. They'll back up immediately. So it's the same rights you have.
Just to clear the air, we are not bashing the community. To each their own.
No man,
And
see,
that's what it is.
You
Okay,
love,
it's
you
when-
love
it's
who
when
you
we
love.
because Ali like walk naked as if Ali want to go outside naked, but that's what
No,
I know.
but you see,
Why you must use me as an example?
Ali
But you
wants
see,
to walk outside naked, it's okay
it's that kind
too.
of disclaimer.
That's all I'm saying.
It's that kind of disclaimer that causes problems. See, you shouldn't have to disclaim yourself. We're having a conversation about something that's happening in our city.
Yeah.
It's just like everything else. I shouldn't have to disclaim that. Oh, we're not bashing you. Wait, I'm not bashing you. I'm giving my opinion on something. So if you take that as me bashing you, okay, come. I'm ready for it. I want all the smoke. It is
Listen,
what it is.
it's one thing about these people, they run the world. As soon as you talk ill of them, it come like say.
But nobody's
everything.
talking ill of anybody. We're explaining something and we're giving
I
opinion.
don't even think you want to use the word ill, but that is
No.
not
Yeah, next
agreeing
thing you
with
lose,
them.
you
It
lose a
would be
YouTube
the-
channel.
Feel like
It
you're
would be
against
deemed
them.
ill.
I don't know if you remember. Go ahead, Ali. Yeah.
Even if you have a transgender woman and physically it's a man and you say, sir, they're offended by it. I want to call police by you. Just for you as
Right.
a pronoun.
Right, but we talked about this on the show too. It depends. It depends on the situation. So if you've never met this person before, and you accidentally say "sir" because you don't know what pronoun they go by, and they say to you, "Hallie, can you call me Miss?" and you continue to call her "sir," then that's a different ball game. But they can't call police on you if you've never met them and you call them "sir" and they appear to you as a man. That's not a reasonable.
Either way, them can't call police by me. That don't make sense. Me can't call anything.
But that's where the problem comes in.
Oh.
Because they're telling you now that I want to be called XYZ and you're not respecting what
All
they
I
want to
do
do.
is
law.
just call them.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
You
identified
can't,
as this.
you know what
Identify
what
as
I despise about that whole
vinegar.
thing? That's like me here. Black and strong and firm in a melanin. I'ma say, I want you to call me Caucasian. That makes sense to you? I'm visibly a Negro. Me not like that.
Right, but you see, this is the thing.
I just want to know who made this okay.
No, but hold on. Let me talk about that for 2 seconds, and then we can move on. But you see, the difference is Caucasian is a specific definition, right? A gender is not a specific definition, and I don't want to get back into that. We talked about that before.
Yeah, no worries.
But race is not specific, but Caucasian is specific. So if you say someone's Caucasian, that's you're describing a white person with blue eyes, so forth and so on, right? If you say someone's white, right, then that could be across the spectrum because you don't know what white really means. So white could stop halfway. Like, for example, Obama could be considered white. He's half white.
No, sir.
Right, but he's
Biracial.
not considered
he just-
Caucasian.
But I think she just mean like, okay, so there's people identifying as cats and dogs on food.
You wouldn't,
Yes.
you couldn't, what?
There's people identifying as cats and dogs.
So
They're
in
identifying
the-
as animals.
Yep.
Right,
So it's not only race.
most of
and-
them are like pixie and.
You couldn't say Obama is white. He looks like a black man.
But
only
even-
if
but
you
But
have
Tiger
to
Woods,
say
Obama
black.
could claim.
But even Tiger
that
Woods can't
he's-
claim white.
Obama,
yeah.
Obama could claim that he's a white person because he's half white. That's what
I
I'm saying
guess.
to you.
Yeah, some people-
And so
Fair
race,
enough.
race
Yeah,
is
they
on a
claim one
spectrum.
side.
Race is on a spectrum. So it's hard to
enough.
it's hard to define what a particular race is. But when you say someone's Caucasian or someone's black, those are specific things. It's not on a spectrum, right? So gender is different from that.
How?
Because gender is something that's assigned. It's a social construct according to the narrative. So sex is different, but gender is fluid. It's on a spectrum.
Who said that?
That's the narrative.
Whose narrative?
Across the board, any academic subject that you go across, that's what it is.
You're born with either a vagina or a penis. You could be born with both. You would be a hermaphrodite, but you two of them now go function. So the one that's functioning, that's what you are.
Right.
All right.
But I tell you this: did you know that you were assigned your sex at birth?
Mm-hmm.
A doctor defined what you were at birth. Did you know that?
Okay.
So you were born.
I mean, doctor defined.
So you were born. So a baby's
What
born.
about like gender reveals? Like,
So the baby's born. No, the baby's born, and the doctor will say, "This is a boy," or "This is a girl," based on the genitalia that they see.
right?
It's not that automatically you're born and you become a boy. Automatically you're born, you become a girl. So when you're born, the doctor will say, "This is a boy," and then from there on in,
Big guy, no bother with that.
But you know,
that's what it is, though.
No bother with
You
that.
can't. They can't do that anymore. No nurses.
Yeah, they can. That's what they do.
Now they're saying when you're giving, like when the nurses are giving you your child, you have to say here it is. You don't want to say boy. or
Yes,
girl.
because
what
of
they're
because of
pushing
the
for.
fluidity
Yes.
because of the fluidity of the genders. But what I'm saying is, the doctors assign sex at birth, not gender. There's two different things. So the doctor will say this is a male person or this is a female person, not a boy or a girl.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So a male person is a person with a penis, a female person is a person with a vagina.
Oh, man, that's not-
no,
that's not-
boy
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
girl are two different things.
So what's a boy and a girl now?
No, that's gender. You're getting into gender now. So now the parent could say, I want my child to be genderless. So it's neither a boy nor a girl. It's androgynous. Female is defined very clearly as a person who has a vagina. Right? Now, you can add man and woman to that. And traditionally, a person with a penis is called a man. A person with a vagina is called a woman. But nowadays, based on the narrative, the woman and the man part of it becomes fluid. So penis and vagina doesn't necessarily define the person's gender anymore. So you could have a person with a penis that's considered a woman. No, I'm telling you how the narrative is going. But I'm telling
You just tell me how it's going, sweetie.
I am boycotting the narrative. Me not believe in it.
Yo, you know what I seen for the first time the other day? I saw this for the first time.
what is a woman?
No, they like a restaurant. It has a flag, and then it has all people are welcome here. But I'm like, what restaurant have you ever been to Toronto that says your kind is not welcome? Isn't all people welcome everywhere?
Also, basically, I don't know what I say.
Yeah, the flag.
They're inclusive.
Yeah.
They're inclusive.
But I'm like, these guys are welcome everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter your choice, they're always welcome.
Listen, we're living in a world where things are getting increasingly confusing because, for one, we don't understand the narratives that are being pushed, and people think it's an agenda, and it could be an agenda.
I think it's an agenda.
But it's confusing because it's going to be easier for people to push an agenda if you don't understand what the agenda is. And I think for 90% of what's going on, people don't get it. People don't understand. The fact that I have to be explaining what sexes and genders are, and people are like, "What? What are you talking about?" That's very concerning. It's very concerning that people are not understanding the difference between a sex and a gender. And that's why it's so easy for people to push a narrative, because we're getting everything confused, right? And I think the way around it is to understand, dig deep, just kind of research what's going on.
Linky, you want to say something? Before me say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Viewers and subscribers, go and repent. That's my episode 2 here. Gotta come. All right.
Yeah, well, anyways. So, and speaking of that, so there's a school in England, they're trying to get these kids to take puberty blockers under 18 years old, which means that if you're born as a male child, you can take puberty blockers before you're 18 to allow you, to not allow your hormones to take over, so you don't get that deep voice and you don't get the beard and you don't get all that, because you can, as a feminine person, you want to be sleek, right? So if you take puberty blockers, your hormones won't work on you, so therefore you won't look manly. But England said, no, we're not doing that.
So it's just about the looks and
It's how you present.
It's about
yeah.
the appearance.
Right. It's how you present. So so what they're saying is that people with gender dysphoria is a person who's confused about what what gender they represent. So, society tells you you're born a male, you're supposed to be a boy. Some people don't feel like they're a boy. They feel like they're girls, even though they're
So
born
will that
a male.
fall under the Q in the alphabetical thing? Will that fall
Queer?
under Q?
Queer?
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know, LG, so lesbian,
Yeah, the Q have
lesbian, gay,
the Q have both male and
LGBT,
female feelings.
lesbian, gay, bi, LGBT, trans, that would more be trans.
Will be trans?
Yeah.
No.
Because if you're born a certain kind of way, if you're born a certain sex, a biological sex, but you don't feel like you're representing that sex gender-wise, that's what transsexual is. Now, you don't have to go and a trans person, you don't have to go and actually do a surgery. But if you,
I
if
thought
you're,
surgery was there. I thought
No.
That's what I thought.
no.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to do surgery to be trans.
Oh, okay.
You could feel like you're not along the lines of your biological sex, and you can be a trans. And this is why they have trans versus cisgendered. So cisgendered is like you and I who represent as the biological sex. I think I'm a man. I was born a male, so I'm in the line of a man. So I represent myself with him, his, and so forth. So that's opposed to a trans person who, what you say, her? What you say?
I represent myself with her.
No, I do not.
Oh.
Why would you say that?
No, because
How is that funny?
Fuckery.
How is that a funny
Fuckery
thing? Bro, I want to be called him and his.
so you represent with her.
And he. No, I do not.
Okay. No, with her.
With her?
Yeah.
So how that drop in?
Let's be like I said.
Oh my God.
But going back to the agenda thing that you guys said, it's an agenda that they want to do population control. Because a woman and a woman and a man and a man, them cannot reproduce. And they claim that there's too many people on earth. So when you have man and man a broke bedfoot at night time, you can't get no more pitney. Other than maybe the kids that they're forming in labs. So probably soon enough, you hear people like me when I'm a pitney. What's the name for a woman that has no kids? Man a gelding, woman a what?
Ginep.
What?
You know?
I don't know.
Or them
I don't know. There's no name. Baron.
I have no idea.
There's a name for it actually.
I don't know.
In the
that
I
Bible.
want to say a mule or
The
something.
Baron, the woman's
In
Baron.
Jamaica, they call it
can't
mule.
read.
They call it mule.
Yeah,
They
a
just
mule?
call it mule.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, they just call it mule.
Yeah.
They just call it
Yeah,
mule.
they
They say you can't breathe.
Yes, soon you said the women, they can't conceive naturally.
Yeah, that's a narrative that's going around, but that's a different, completely. We could get deep in the rabbit hole with that kind of stuff. I wouldn't even want to touch on it right now. But yeah, that's something that's a lot of people are saying. As a matter of fact, this guy called me today. I was at work and he's trying to give me like a 45-minute conversation about the exact same thing, about population control and how they're trying to because of the comment that some people made at the Pride Parade about we're coming for your kids.
Yeah,
he
I
was
saw
so
that video.
angry at it.
Somebody
And
said
he called
that.
me.
I saw the video.
Yeah, so I don't even want to get into that. But yeah, I don't know, man. This
was
thing is,
upset,
this whole thing. The man was mad. He was mad. But this whole thing, for me, the diagnosis is deep. It's really deep because
very deep.
there's so many layers to it. Like it's crazy.
My kids are gonna be homeschooled. If God blesses me with any, them not the phone of face, so you can't come for my unborn baby them. Yeah, that me I tell you now.
So I couldn't teach your kids. I couldn't teach your kids.
Me I teach them fully done.
So I couldn't teach your kids.
I drop me make. Mama yet subject them, yeah?
Yeah, but speaking of which, you want me to go into my topic?
Sure, brother.
Okay. So I was reading this article, right? By this guy, his name is Mark Manson, and it's called Why People Cheat in Relationships, right?
Okay, I love this.
So as I was saying, I was reading an article with Mark Manson, written by Mark Manson, and it's titled "Why People Cheat in Relationships," right? Mm-hmm. And so there's a Russian author, Leo Tolstoy, right? He has this line that he always used to say, every happy relationship is the same, and every unhappy relationship has its own unique qualities, right? And what that basically means is that, so when something's happy, when you're happy, there's only so much you can accomplish. Because happy's happy. You're there, right? You're at that point. But when things are not going good, there's all kinds of ways you could go, right? And I'm like, I've been thinking about it. And I'm like, that's so deep. That's such a profound thing, because when you think about cheating, right? First of all, let's define cheating. And cheating is basically anything you do, if you're in a romantic relationship, anything you do that you wouldn't do in front of your spouse. And some people take it even farther than that. Some people will say cheating is only penetration, right? Some people will say kissing is cheating, right? But the basis of it is cheating, something that you wouldn't do in front of your spouse. Say, for example, you're hanging out with someone and you're saying something to them that if your spouse was there, you wouldn't be saying the same thing. Some people consider that cheating, right? To the point where some people even consider that, say you're a man and you're borrowing money from a certain kind of woman, some people consider that cheating, and it's called financial cheating.
A certain kind of woman? What do you mean a certain kind of woman?
Like a sugar mama.
Say you're borrowing money from someone and you're hiding it from your spouse.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
What you thought I mean when I say something?
Men do that. Men do that a lot. Okay,
Yeah,
they do that a lot.
But some people could. But I'm just trying to show you the extent, the range of what people consider cheating. So, but I'm trying to do the baseline. So the baseline is you're doing something that you wouldn't do in front of your spouse if your spouse was there, right?
Correct.
So, I often think about it and I'm like, okay, can we cure cheating? No. But what can we do to help the whole idea of cheating? And
Help?
because you can help people deal with the repercussions, the remnants. Because I'm sure all of us in this couch right now have dealt with some kind of cheating allegations.
We have cheated or been cheated on.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, okay, how can we deal with this? So, cheating now is self-gratification. So it's a selfish act. That's what Mark Manson is referring to. So cheating is, if you put self-gratification over intimacy, then you're always going to be a cheater, right? And basically what he's trying to say is that, if you are a person who's cheated on, right, then you shouldn't worry so much about the cheater, because that's more about them than it is about you, because it's a selfish act. I don't know what you guys think about that kind of stuff, because I have so much to say about that.
Okay, well, nowadays, back in the days, let's talk about our grandfathers.
Right.
Our grandfathers used to have probably 3 families on the same street. If our grandmother didn't cook, you can go across the street, or you can go down the road.
Right. That's in Jamaica.
I'm just back in the days. This is about to say how far she's
but you have to specify.
Yes,
in Jamaica.
Yeah, in Jamaica, yeah. So a lot of us have grandfathers I want uncle might pop up, or some people have I just find I have another brother. I just find I have another sister, and for example, my wife grandmother. My wife grandfather, me say him terrible, him have 4 families. 4 different families.
How many kids?
A lot. 4 families on the same street, and everybody has to hush. Now remember, back in the day, no social media, no, everybody has to hush, and everybody, dinner already.
Right.
He's taking care of all these people.
Well, that's the bright side.
Back in the day, but nowadays,
that's the bright side.
You must take care of them.
But nowadays, remember, you say you no one cheated on. Nowadays, these girls are cheating back. If them find out, back in the day, the women weren't doing that. But nowadays, people know you get cheated on, they're cheating back. They're not holding it. That's what's happening now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Fair game.
that's what's happening.
If you're cheating, I
Yeah.
can cheat. What's wrong with that?
That's what's happening now.
As a man, you said that's fair.
Fair game.
Okay, I like it.
Fair game. Now, would I want my spouse to be cheating on me? No. But if I cheated on my spouse cheated, fair game. What am I gonna do? Chastise her because she's a woman?
Would you take her back?
It depends. It depends on.
What if you're not married? Let's just but what if you're not married?
But when I say spouse, I mean a
Okay.
person that you're with. I don't mean necessarily someone that you're married to. Someone that you're with.
Okay, just
right.
checking. Just clarifying for the fans.
At this moment, this is how I think in my brain. This can change. Ask me tomorrow, it might be a different answer. But at this moment, if say my spouse, my girlfriend, whatever, is at a work dance, right? And we're having bad times, and she's out and she's enjoying the music. She hasn't been happy for a while, and we've been dealing with this kind of issue, right? And she's out at a dinner, and she met John, and John's been hitting on her for a while. And she's like, you know what? I'm out. I'm drunk. I had a few drinks. John, come. We're gonna go to the washroom, kiss up, and whatever. And even if you go to sex, whatever you want to do. And then she comes home, and she's like, hey, I have something to tell you. Like the next day, right? I feel bad. This is what happened last night, right? I think in that case, I'd be a little more forgiving. But as opposed to
Finding out.
as opposed to Alii Berryy, sneaking off and saying she's gonna go to a podcast, and then she's at a man's house chilling, and then I have to find out that she's doing that. Right. I'd probably not be as forgiving with that kind of stuff. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, so then can you set me up?
Okay, one more thing about Ali. I'll be honest. I think the majority of women are like that though.
Which one?
They'll
woman
cheat.
A or woman B?
No, they will
woman
cheat.
A or B?
No, they will cheat and then come clean.
Yes.
Just to clear the conscience because they want to move forward.
But how would you, if Hallie's is saying I'm going to a podcast, but she's going to Linky's house?
Yeah, but then she go Linky house and then she come tell us, you know what?
I don't think that type of cheating she's gonna tell you anything.
I'm just saying, women do it, bro, just to come clean.
Also, after lying, then
they lie and then they come clean.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
I think what David has said, even that if she comes clean after doing that, you will not forgive
that
her.
Kind of cheating. No, I'm not forgiving. I've cheated before. And do I want to be forgiven? I don't know if it's not a desire. I didn't think about it one way or another. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my selfish thing and just do my self-gratification. And afterwards, I've been caught also. And afterwards, I'm like, okay, I'm caught. So I was just prepared to face any consequence. If she decided, you know what? I don't want to do this. You're deceiving, blah, blah, blah. I'll take it. It's okay. If she decides, you know what do you want out of this? And I feel like I'm able to explain what happened, then I could do it. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to explain because you're so embarrassed. You see what I'm saying? So I just prepared myself for any consequence. Anything that happened. And, both things happen. I've cheated on people before, and they decided, you know what? I don't want this. I've cheated on people, and they said, you know what? Let's talk about it.
I have a question for you. So the person that you cheated with, say, for example, your spouse found out, would you be okay? Like, would you find it worth it? Like, the person that you cheated with? Like, you're okay for a relationship mash up for them?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
May I go down the line with that question?
Not all the time. So sometimes, are you talking about my personal experience, or are you talking in general?
No, man, personal.
Personal experience? Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. I don't think, and I know where you're going with this. So why did you do it, right?
I'm not gonna even ask why.
Because as I said, and I agree with Mark Manson in his article, Why Do People Cheat? I agree with the self-gratification thing. So I find out with men, and so much more now women nowadays, we tend to value self-gratification over intimacy, right? And rather than being intimate with someone, we just want to please ourselves, right? And that's the first thing we think about, which is why it becomes a selfish act. So you don't think about the repercussions. You're just doing what you got to do because you want to please that desire that you have. That's it.
You see, you said something earlier that I want to go back to. You mentioned that you wouldn't chastise your spouse for cheating back if she found out that you cheated just because she's a woman. They like to say a man's going to be a man and a woman can't do what a man does.
We didn't make those rules, just so you know.
Lady.
We didn't make those rules.
But society acts like it's mostly men that cheat though.
Right.
But
society acts like it's only
they
men.
do. They do.
act
Men,
like
men
it's
cheat
only
more.
That's
men.
actually not true.
Society acts like it's
Men
only
cheat,
men.
Statistically-
but men cheat unprovokingly.
No, you see,
guys cheat
the
unprovoked.
reasons why
Push
people
it.
Yeah.
the reasons why people cheat are different. So statistically, marriage, talking about marriage, just straight marriage, and people who have disclosed that they've cheated, it's the statistics is pretty similar, 50-50, and it's about quarter of people who are married has reported that they've been involved in some kind of cheated on or cheated on someone. And that's just people who are willing to disclose. So never mind the people who are lying, and never mind the people who are not married.
Right.
But when it comes to the sex, male or female, it's about 50-50.
And I want to say to men that has that mentality that a woman can't do what a man does and still be a lady, for like, in regards to a woman cheating back, you cannot hurt someone and then put limits on how someone hurts you back. So if she want get even and say she gonna sleep with another man because she knows that I gonna lick your chip, by all means, and I'm here for it. Me supports or no.
Yeah,
Okay?
but you see, this is the part I don't get. This is the part I don't get. If I cheat on you, right, and you're angry about me cheating on you, how is you cheating back on me satisfying the discrepancy in me cheating?
Guess what? Sometimes it's a case where you will go to the end of the earth for
They
hurt
want you
somebody
to
the
feel
same way. They
what
want you to
they-
feel the
what
exact
Right, but that had
same.
nothing
That's
to do. But see, that has nothing to do with the resolution of cheating.
No.
It has to do with your emotions.
No, they don't care. They don't care about resolution.
But that's what I'm saying.
just wanna get even.
At this point, it's just tit for tat. And
Exactly.
if
So
you
don't
notice,
tit.
and if you notice, but this is the thing, you do tit for tat. I'm like, oh, you do that? Okay, I'm gonna take one of your best friends, and
You-
then you keep going in a rabbit
All right,
hole.
we're gonna tit for tat. If you start it, me I go tat 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 tat.
So might as well just
Ping pong.
call it a day. Might as well just call it a day.
Right.
That's a Linky. What you feel like?
Yeah, before you leave,
Well,
tat back.
Why am I doing that? Watching the tit for tat. Like, go eat. One of the things that I wanted to, I feel like getting deep in the convo is that one of the reasons why men or women cheat. Like, I want to talk about me as a man. Like, I've always had that problem. You know what I mean?
What problem? Cheating?
Cheating, yeah.
You what do you mean? You cheat?
Yes, I always had that problem. I was an animal, you know what I mean? I love pum pum, I love woman, you know what I mean? Big up my wife, yeah. But
What is going on?
but it's
No,
ahead,
don't
go
even make
ahead.
any sense. What just
Let
happened?
man
What just
speak.
happened?
What just so
I feel like you gave me $1 and took it back.
No, the reason why I said that was that it took me a while to get to a certain level in terms of being more mature and more how would I put it now, where I can control myself. You know what I mean? Because it's not mental. That's what you say is like the word that you use was more like you're please yourself. Yeah, that's what it's-
Self-gratification.
Yeah, it's all about you, right? So, but I had this discussion. I don't know if it was me or you, or probably me and Bob, where we say this for me. I'm not speaking from my personal experience. This started like from me. I grew up as a youth and my surroundings. I'm thinking having like 3-4 women that was cool. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up and I say, yo, Linky, how much girl I got for the week? You know what I said?
We grew up like that.
Grew
Still.
up that way then.
Yeah,
You
they
understand
made
what I
it
said?
seem like it's okay, but it's when we
Exactly.
really grew up now we realize you're
Yo.
a fucker that would have still like, it's
Exactly.
stupid. It was really stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
But growing up, it make it for example, being a man for have enough get a girl in a bungle.
Right.
Growing up, I don't hear no song saying, I should have just one girl.
Yeah.
I only want one girl right now
Yeah.
to please me. I've never heard
Are you
a
making
song
one right
like
now?
that. I'm just saying, the way them push upon me as a yard man growing up, they just think it's
Yeah.
the
But they
coolest thing.
also pushed on you that you're supposed to be a gangster and you're supposed
supposed to be a gangster, you're supposed to be a
you're not-
gallus.
But you didn't take that up, did you?
You're supposed to be a
No, but that
gangster.
was
Bad
the
man
word.
or gallus.
But
Yeah.
that's what,
but
but
Batman
that's
and
what I'm,
Gallus-
but
I'm
that's
just
what I'm
saying.
saying. But that's what I'm saying though. Like it sounds like an excuse.
No, it's not an
Because there's
They
so many
push
things
it,
in our
they
culture.
push it like it's cool.
But bigger, you have to understand.
So you're the cool guy because you get all the girls.
All right, bigger,
Right.
you have to
You know?
understand. Like, for you, growing up, you have football, you have track and field, right?
Yes.
But you
Basketball.
and basketball, but you excel in terms of track and field. Like when you come over here, still at the track and field, right?
Football too.
Come
Basketball.
on, buy the football.
I'm just
Go
saying.
easy,
I'm
go
just saying.
easy.
You know,
I'm coming up
I
to
did
the
all
professional
that.
back.
I did all that.
Damion, you never played no professional soccer here, so stop. Anyways, back to the convo.
What does have to do nothing?
But I'm just giving you an example. You're saying that it's an excuse, not an excuse. When you're in an environment, right, and you're right, that the way it was that's a very good idea that point that you made where I had the option of going the gunman route and the gallus route. But our thought process that gallus were safer in terms of it worked for me and that is, how would I put it? That is my strength. I get joy out of it. Like, I love it. That's what I start off with.
But I don't think it's a
The
dichotomy.
two of them detrimental.
Yeah,
man.
but I don't think it's a dichotomy. I think you can be a gunman and a gallus.
No.
That's what most people want to
No.
do. That's what most
You
most
can't.
gunmen did violence to get gala.
No,
because
but
you have
them-
women
but
who
them are
that's what they
gallus.
like.
Them are gallus.
Okay.
And guess what?
let's
Them
go
money,
back to-
them a
let's-
carry 2
let's
guns,
go
one
back
on
to-
them waist and one in them pants.
Okay,
Can't
let's
say nothing about
go
you.
back to let's go back to high school. Like I used to play football,
yeah,
right? I used to play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and soccer too.
And girls go for those guys. Like if I can run fast, I'm
The
just
season girl them when money
Right.
cup time come.
Girl, I'm just saying.
I got
girls
all kinds.
throw-
Just so you- I got
girls
all
throw
kinds.
themselves at us, right?
I got all
Right.
kinds.
Exactly.
Girls throw themselves at those type of guys. So those guys have a lot of options.
Yes.
So what do you think them are gonna do?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
And again, Bob, it comes back down to a circle where we keep our friend because the reason I would say even my son, I learned so much from my son. It's unbelievable where I'm pressuring about the girl thing. You know, I'm pressuring all the while I'm troubling. But his surrounding that he has, like him group of friends where them have, them are depend on a bag of girl thing and just one girl or their bookwork.
Right.
You know what I mean? For us growing up now, me dey Waterford, bag of girl, football, then the bookwork come third.
Right.
You understand what I say? So you grew up around that now and I'm gonna say, yo, Bob.
To us, it's the cool thing.
Exactly.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
It's
But
the cool
say,
and the
okay, so
right
you're
thing to
saying
do.
that to say what?
I'm saying that to say this. For me personally,
Yeah.
it took me a while to realize that here we are going. You can hold it and don't cheat.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But okay, so in Mark's book, Mark Manson, you know, and I'm saying his name because I want to give him the credit. We want to talk about his book, his article, might as well give him the credit. So what he's saying is that, so in order for you to get, because instinctively, as human beings, we want to have self-gratification as much as we can, right? So that means that intimacy is okay, but if I have a desire, I want to satisfy it, right? So he's saying that in order for you to get over that hump, you have to be a mature person, which is why it's so important for you to be saying that you've
Facts.
gotten to the level of maturity where you can say, you know, I can make a conscious decision not to cheat. Because, but see, this is where it gets concerning because the instinct is that you want to have as much sex as possible with as many people as possible, right? If you have to think to not do that, then are we barking up a tree that we're not supposed to be barking up? Are we trying to do something that we're not supposed to be doing?
In my opinion, still, like the cheating where cheating comes in, I think the majority of people cheat when they're not satisfied.
Lie.
I think so.
Not for men.
No, I'm think okay, because remember, I have close female friends too. Like, fine, like, I have a friend, okay, I got this guy, he's amazing, but his dick's too small.
So they
He's a great
cheat.
guy, dick's too small, but such man has a big dick, so she goes there.
That's an excuse.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if she was satisfied, if such man was everything, he's so amazing.
He'll never be everything.
Plus, he has
But
the
it
big,
comes back to what
she has
you guys
big
said.
dick that she likes.
That is all like a
Should I be
mature
alright?
person. That is all like somebody that's mature.
Yeah, but you see, you're always gonna
She's
find
not
something.
pleased.
You all, but you see,
She's
that's-
not satisfied.
But you see what you said though. It's a she, right? It's a woman.
Right.
So women think a little bit differently about this cheating thing than men,
Yeah.
right? For a man, you could have everything. You could have Alii Berryy at home,
Stop
and
Yeah,
you still go out and
Stop
chat.
this,
but for example, Linky Links now, he's with Alii Berryy, love Alii Berryy. Alii Berryy don't suck dick. Linky Links like his dick
Right,
suck.
right.
And such person wants to Linky Links.
Why
would
would you keep on and do that?
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
That's what I mean.
but a
He's
man-
not satisfied.
a man-
I'm just showing you how a man is that when people are not satisfied, they're gonna go.
But I don't agree with that because a man can get everything that's desirable to him sexually and every other lees, financially, whatever lee, and he still goes out there and see a sexy girl and I just want to kill that.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Men
I
are
have
weak.
no reason, which is
Okay.
why it's so embarrassing sometimes because why did you do this?
And you see, this is my problem with
I don't
men.
know. I just wanted to do it.
And when man a cheat, sometimes you have some women that are vindictive and spiteful. Sometimes them don't even want you the money, no. And your woman, them want hurt.
Yeah, right.
So what them gonna do is them gonna pray upon you and say, Betsy, I'm gonna touch that girl, yeah, man. She get her way. And then you make this lady that's an enemy of your woman for have something over your woman. So your
But
woman
it was just a one night.
You feel like you can't tell me that?
It was just a one night.
So would you forgive him
No.
if you know that
You
this
see-
girl targeted him?
Yeah.
And you know that,
Bro.
Remember
But Ali, guys are doing that too, you know, Ali.
Remember tell us something.
Ali, guys are doing that too. Okay?
True. But then can't
Especially
get through
Answer
to
big
me.
guy question.
guys
What
are
was
doing
the
that too.
question?
Okay, so you know what you just explained that Jane targeted your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right? And you know that he went out and did some stuff and he came back, he's like, oh shoot, this happened, you know. Would you forgive him?
The only way I would have forgive him if, say, he didn't have any clue that this woman and
Was the
I
enemy,
had
okay.
issues. But you see, if he know, I'm going to tell you this, I might not live at the same time, you know. But you see, if I stay with you, don't trust me.
Good
All
man.
right.
Holy smokes. You see that look? That look of deviousness? I would never listen. If somebody was to if someone was
Murderer. Good
if
man,
someone
Ali.
was to threaten me like that, I'd be shaking my boots. Like real like you see that just now? That's crazy.
No, because
Anyway,
my thing is, no man can use me if you get back at my man. If you don't like him, you have to fight it out. But you can't use me if you get back on him. You're mad somebody.
okay,
that.
and I'm not
But
using-
that's like my man being my enemy.
Yeah.
You know, say somebody not like me and you gang broke bed foot
But
with them.
on what you said though, I
and I'm
think,
moaning
I
at
think, though, I
ears.
think though, Linky, a lot of guys, they cheat over and over and over. And the woman is still there and the guys are sitting very comfortable. I wouldn't be sitting very comfortable. So I'd be worried. That's what she said.
All right.
Because some guys do it over and over and they're still sitting at home very comfortable. Like,
I even think I'll take it even further. I'll take it even one step further. I think that if you get caught in a certain position cheating, you should abandon that relationship.
Right.
It can't be
Can't be
repaired.
saved.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Right.
Because even though you might try to repair it, she's gonna be so hurt and so damaged
And bring it
that
up all the
there's
time.
no way
Not all
you're
the
gonna
time.
have.
No. Let me.
That's what I'm saying. A certain kind of way. Like say for example, you know, you get caught in your bed on top of something and getting some pokey.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
like even me and Linky, I tell Tommy, I say, Tommy, if I end up with a baby outside, I'm just going to leave. I'm not even going to ask you to forgive me.
Right.
Because I just can't do this. I can't do it hearing this for the rest of my relationship. I'm just going to leave.
Yeah, that's what happened to Carmelo.
I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and it's going to
Yeah.
set you free. I'm just, you know, make my bed, lay in it and take my L. And I'm tell her, she said, no. She said, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm saying, I know who you
Yeah,
are.
I agree with you.
And you're gonna taunt me the whole relationship with this bullshit. And I can't deal with it.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about this.
Like I remember one time
When
saying
I'm
this,
messed up, I'm just gonna leave.
But you can imagine a man cheat and then when you bring it up, I'm gonna tell her stop bring it up. No, sir, I'm gonna touch you.
No.
It's a replay in my head.
No, hold on.
Touch her.
Hold on. Okay, there's a point where you have the right to talk about it. Okay, I did some bullshit. Let's talk. Okay, fine. And you're gonna okay, and we talk about it
Are we
and we
gonna
get it
move
over
forward?
with.
Yeah.
We have to move forward.
Yeah.
If you've agreed to move forward, you have to move forward.
Okay, I have a question though.
Jesus.
For the men here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Say you got caught cheating, right? And your woman says to you, in order for me to take you back, it's conditional, where some changes have to be made. Whether it's you have to share your location with me. At all times, the location
Hell
have to
no.
be a...
No,
Hell no.
No?
No.
I can't be in a
No.
relationship like that.
That's
no.
a prison.
No?
That's a prison.
No.
Okay, what about... So
First
she
of
said,
all,
alright, so she want your Instagram
first of all, I
password.
can't date an insecure girl.
How is that insecure?
Me can't date an
That is
How's it-
insecure.
No, how?
Why
How's
do you
it
need to know
insecure?
where he
He's
is?
insecure. You don't trust me.
You don't trust me.
So, but you don't give me the right
girl
picture,
them
so you
who
don't
wants
say
No,
search
but-
this.
phone.
Work on it. As big guy said,
You want
let's
Okay,
search
stop.
how
phone.
do
You
you
want
work
remember
on
every
it?
minute. You want to call me every 10
Not
minutes.
by
I
putting the
don't
man in a
wanna
prison.
do it.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Not by putting the man in prison.
No.
Because that's a prison.
And guess what? No, that is not helping the relationship.
No, it's not.
It's not. You know what I mean? That's not
It's
helping
very
the relationship.
unhealthy.
It's very,
Very
very
unhealthy.
Why would you
Just
want to
go.
know everywhere your spouse is at? Why would you want to know that?
Because people get take away.
You know what that means? You know what that's telling me? It's telling me that you're focusing more on him than on you. You see what I'm saying? You can't let him see, and this is the next point.
But she's saying after cheating though.
Yes, but that's what I'm
It's
saying.
a situation after cheating.
But you have to look
how
at
you, how you
cheating-
feel about it.
But you have to look at cheating as the more of the cheater than the person who's being cheated on.
And guess what? What if this person is an habitual cheater? So it's not like somebody will make
Leave
a mistake
him.
one time.
Why are
and
you with him?
Listen to a big guy.
Why are you with him? If he's
True.
a habitual cheater, you're just putting
aside
yourself.
sweeter?
You're
nice?
putting yourself in a situation.
Let me tell him. You see, sometimes when you say pum pum of power, make me tell you about cocky.
What is that? I don't. Hey, I'm not involved. Boomy, I'm not involved.
Boy, I joke me make care.
Already out there, no disclaimer.
I'm not involved. I'm not
Penis
involved.
power. I never heard of penis power.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Let me finish this point real quick, and then we can close this up. If you guys have nothing else to say, but I feel like far too many times women people put so much onus on themselves. Like something must be wrong with you, or this person's cheating on me. I think that's a mistake. I think cheating says more about the person who's doing it than the person who's
Right.
receiving
I
it.
think the person gets to that place, big guy, when insecurity creeps in and
But that's what I'm
becomes the
saying.
pain that they're feeling.
But that's what I'm saying.
You're
So
not
I started
thinking
out,
straight when you're thinking.
but I started out by saying I don't know how to solve cheating, but I can probably prescribe something that will help.
What's the
And
prescription?
the prescription is look at cheating as a selfish act on the cheater's behalf, and not as something wrong with you.
And this is for the person that's getting
Okay.
cheated on.
It's something. Yes. So
Okay.
if my girl cheat on me, as opposed to saying, holding on my head and say, "Yo, what's wrong with me?" As what Bob was saying earlier, maybe I have a small prick or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I should look at it as no.
Small
I'm-
pricks matter.
I could look at it and say, no, I'm fine the way I am. Something's wrong with her.
Yes.
This is on her why
Because
she's
my
going
2
out there
inches
to
good
do
for
it.
somebody else.
Exactly. And I think when people do that, when people take when people take that on, I think it's a better approach than taking it on themselves.
But then sometimes us women say cheat with Mary. And then we go to boobs now and look for Mary. Mary not have nothing for her all we're going,
Exactly.
Not one thing.
Right.
So then now you say,
What is it?
I'm more embarrassed. I'm not insecure now. I'm embarrassed say you're going to look for she after you have me right.
But you're still
I
with
was,
him.
I was just telling
But
somebody
you're still
this
with
earlier.
him.
I was telling somebody this. I'm like, okay.
Wait, say still with him
You're
now.
still with him.
As I am
We have two brethren, right? And the brethren said to one, said, bro, that's your girl? The man said, bro. The man said, okay, so your girl, you see how your girl looks right now? Cheat up from that. Or on that level. You cannot want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, as I say, yo, if that's your girl, bro, and you want to do your thing, make sure the other girl is up
On
to
the
par
level or higher?
Yeah, or higher.
When you stop cheat with scarecrow and rat bat.
True.
So
Yeah.
now you're okay with him cheating?
No, some guys some guys really
So there you go.
do.
That's cheating. That's cheating metrics for you. Same level or higher?
Right. No, we're not gonna normalize it.
Make sure at least if your main girl break up with you, at least you have another, you have
And that
somebody.
goes for the ladies too.
Yeah.
Yes. Same.
So
Higher.
I want to close this off by saying, big guy, you would forgive your girl if she cheats on you.
If it was a scenario similar to what
Depends
I
on the
explained.
circumstances.
Ali?
Yes, you
Yeah,
have. You have before, right? The answer is yes.
But I tell a lie. It depends. It depends. It just all depends.
Like, yeah.
So yes, but it depends.
Yeah. It don't depends. Like, I tell my wife, well, it was years ago when we did a FR on. I tell her, I said, if she cheat pan, when I hurt my mother left her, because I deserve a cheat pan.
But some men are narcissists. You know, say if man cheat by you 100 times, make you tell him say, God, me and Burger King down the road with John.
Lunch date, yeah.
Oh God,
It's a problem, yeah.
hard failure.
It's true. It's true.
Him want
That is
mash up.
true.
He's willing
But why is he a
That's true.
narcissist for
end
that?
the relationship.
No, some man would have,
Narcissist-
some man would have 10
I know.
women and the girl go, and one of the women them go on a lunch date.
That's a big ego. That's a big ego.
And then they try to
But
manipulate it.
narcissist,
Them manipulate-
narcissist is the actual diagnosis.
them money.
Your
You know,
diagnosis.
say, I need to go
Lord,
get
them,
a
Lord.
certificate in
One
that.
of them, yeah, one of them.
We need to start diagnose some people for sure.
It's a psychological diagnosis.
I feel like it's a disorder. It's not a disorder.
Huh?
It should be a disorder. It's a disorder.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. It makes sense.
It's a complex, actually.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so I think that convo was very deep.
But guess what? We're going to
But
go
Bob,
in the next deep one.
would you
Yeah.
take back yourself?
Would you forgive your wife?
Right now?
If she cheat?
Right now,
Yeah.
I would have to. Yes.
You'd
I
have to.
see somebody that I can't live without right now.
Okay.
Right now.
Can't live without?
Yeah.
Big up you, Tommy. Big up you.
Like
Right
Bruno
now.
Mars?
Right now. Yeah. Right now. Right now. Right.
Yeah,
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 live it
right
out.
now. I'm
He's
find out
in
right
love
now.
with his wife.
Oh, I'm gonna get a joke. I'm gonna get a blood clot joke.
Well, go on.
This number has been calling me.
Right.
We don't want to talk about this on Linky show, but this number has been calling me, right? Number has been calling me. I'm like, who's this? Because I really don't answer numbers that I don't know.
Right.
But people like to fuck around, right? So I'm saying, okay. I'm like, who's this? Who is this? No answer. So number keep calling me after 10 every night. So one night, I finally answer. Like, my answer, like, probably last week, I answer the number. I'm like, yo. After 10. Guys like, yo, Bobby, just calling to tell you, man, I'm in love with Tammy, bro. We
So this person's calling your phone?
calling my phone, trying to prompt me from friend, trying to prompt me.
Jesus.
Just calling to tell you, bro, I love Tammy, bro. You know, bro, and you be fucking and was coming to you as a man. And I'm like, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm like, bro, yeah. I'm like, brother, y'all called me for weeks.
Yeah.
But tell me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I was thinking you need to know, bro. You know, I'm so in love. And some said, bro, you've been calling me for weeks to tell me this. Say, have anything else to say? I said, no, bro, that's it. I'm sorry. Have a great night, brother. Because I guess he was looking for another response or
Yeah.
probably trying to start some problems. But I'm like,
So it basically a confidence in my sleep with their wife.
because I'm like,
But what if it's
this
true?
was true, eh?
What if it's true?
It can't be.
Why can't it be true?
My wife doesn't go nowhere.
Oh,
My wife
yeah?
doesn't drive. I bring her everywhere. She doesn't go anywhere without me. So when you find time, whatever.
I let him call somebody else here today.
How? She's home with kids. How?
Yeah.
When is this? When did you guys find? When you find time to fall in love? It don't make no sense.
You know what? More on the next topic after this. The
Okay.
topic after this.
So what do you think about that topic? Deep,
Huh?
organic, or fuckery?
Deep.
That was deep.
Look how long we depend that. That deep and wide. Deep and
That
wide.
deep, and I know
Deep
I
and
know I
wide.
was gonna love that
Oh
topic.
my god.
No, that's a very deep topic, man.
Yeah.
That was a good one, bro.
That
I
was
gotta give
good.
it up to
That
you.
was very good.
That was very good.
man.
That was very good.
Okay, so you have a fuckery topic or
Yes,
no?
I do.
Okay.
All right, so
As a fucker, man.
I'm a fucker, man.
Which topic you want to go? You want to go on the fuckery?
Yeah, you want
Go on,
you
go on,
have
go
one?
on. My question to Uno is,
Jesus Christ.
say you are a married man,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
and Uno have, oh God, we don't want to set up nobody, you know.
Go
So
ahead,
Uno
man.
have a,
Speak,
so
man.
Uno have a look,
A deep organic fucker, man.
right.
That's the things I'm
So Uno
about.
have a look at side piece.
Right.
Right.
In any case, is there a possibility that you might like or love the side girl more than your wife?
Impossible.
Well, for Uno, you know.
Okay,
Uno,
ladies out there, let me tell you this. These men are not leaving their wives, okay? Us men are not leaving our wives, so just take what you can and leave from the relationship, because we're not leaving our wives. Men don't leave good women at all.
I thank you.
We don't. We cry and we say, baby, please stay, baby, but we're not leaving. All right? So just take what you can and go. That's my advice to you, ladies.
Damon, you wanna say
Take
something?
what
That's
you
your
can
itching over there.
and go. My wife used to be a side chick, and she told me straight up. She said, bro, what I was doing is wrong, and I find it perfect opportunity to leave. Because men are not leaving their wives. You don't want to have a baby for him, and then you're going to be left out. You're going to be left out. So take what you can. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy it while it lasts. And go. Exit.
But guess
Exit
I've
at
seen
the
side
exit.
chicks. I've seen side chicks become
So
wives.
so yeah, so
No,
and that's
man,
what I was
man,
gonna
left your
say.
wife, bro.
So
Yeah.
I've to answer your question, yes, a man can be in love with his side chick more than his wife. It's unfortunate, but it can happen. And I've seen situations where people actually go be with their side chicks and leave their wives. I've seen it. So a straight answer, yes. Is it very common? I don't think so, but it could happen.
Boy.
But I can give some advice to the wives. I can. And I talk to my wife all the time about this. And I have two female friends that are married, or one is married, one is engaged. And I talk to them all the time. And Bobby, you can tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right.
Go ahead, brother, man.
When you're in a relationship, especially when you're married, do not, and I repeat, do not get complacent. Do not get too comfortable. When I mean comfortable, I mean like The same thing Bobby that talk about every minute Tommy in her tight head. I should reach home, she can't even take off her wig. I them thing there. Sometimes you have to...
Right,
It's
like,
a work in progress.
I'm here with you.
Always.
I'm here with you all day in your meat mill braids, but as soon as pizza man come, you want to cover it to go answer the door. No, go to the door in the meat mill braids.
But the thing is that goes for both sides.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
Men and women.
But 100%. But bro, again, I'm
Don't
only
get too
speaking
comfortable.
because guess what? By having conversations with some of my brothers and some married couple, because I like to have conversation with couples to hear, because every couple goes through different
Different things.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I could share my day, and based upon what I've heard over the years, is that she's comfortable.
You know what I don't like?
What's that?
I don't like the narrative that men feel like they have some kind of advantage over in this whole situation. I've seen situations where men will go out there and do all kinds of stuff, and the woman that they have at home is beautiful, and he's not all that, and he's doing all kinds of stuff.
What
to
makes
her.
him think that? What that guy thinks he's that? Is it because of the money that he's bringing?
No, it's because
And
of
sometimes
it's
they
because
leave
of
have no money.
it's not the money. It's this, and this is where feminists get really angry, and this is where I agree with them. It's the patriarchy. It's this idea that men have this kind of power and control. That they feel like they could do whatever they want.
That's bullshit, but I support that.
100%, that's what it is.
I'm talking to the couples that are going through it and 10 years marriage or 10 years relationship, and you're still trying to figure out what can I do to please him or what can I do. But the number one thing is listen to your partner. When I say listen.
But Linky, what I'm saying is, you have a big fat man, right, who don't even look good physically at all.
Right.
Not even a nice person, really.
Right.
He probably got her when he was younger, and she
gained some weight.
she fell in love with him, and she's in love with him now.
Right.
But he can go out there and do whatever he wants, and she's a good-looking woman, and she's not, and he just feel like he has that kind of power. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. To answer that, brother, we can break it up in a different bread and bulla, because I'm telling you this, I'm not even gonna ask this. It starts from the ground root, bro. What he's doing is not right, but I can tell you this. Me, I always tell my wife, you know, you're just like Granny Adios. And some men, again, it goes back to what I was saying just now before you tell me what you tell me. We have to listen to each other, because guess what? If you come home and your wife or your girlfriend know that I like when, just for example, I like when you wear short shorts in the house or a sexy dress, but they continue. If you can tell your girls and babes, I like this and that, you know what they do? They go to their friend and complain. Oh, I can't please Damion. Every day want me in a tongue and he chuck my body and I can't bother and whatever. Instead of saying, babes, here what I go on. I'll wear the tongue for you or this whatever for you, but I don't really like it every day. So let us have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? But they don't do that, bro.
But see, the way you're presenting it like you have this kind of authority over that. You see what I'm saying? So
over what? The relationship?
Yeah. So if she says, for example, I don't want to wear a thong, right? Why do you think that you can't adjust to her?
No, because that's what I like. Because whatever she like, make her work with it.
Okay, so if she tell you said she want you just like a gigolo, you know the gigolo them in a brief and sitting there, you do it. No, the man is the same thing.
No, that's not the same.
But is that a part of her being submissive to you or something?
I love my woman to be my wife.
So want me tonight?
It depends on the night.
I mean, depends on the
Again,
90 and
it
90.
comes back down to listen to me. My things that me attack shit, you know. That's the base. Know your partner. Listen.
But Linky, you want her to listen to you.
But I'll listen to her too as well.
But if she said she don't like that, why are you telling her to wear it?
No, but that's where you have to compromise. I saw it
But
work.
you're not compromising.
I am.
No, I think both parties. I think both parties should
I'm
think.
not gonna make you wear it every day. You don't like it, so you have to wear it.
But what I'm
sometime.
saying is, what if she don't want to wear it? Period.
No, she have to compromise. She's not for me.
That's not compromising.
I mean, that's not compromising. So
You're
is
not
she
compromising.
So
you're gonna break up. We're gonna break up because of a thong.
No,
She's
I'm
a
not
great
gonna
woman.
break
She's a great
up.
woman.
I'm not gonna break up, but again, goes back to what you're saying, brother.
Right.
Man, go out there, go find a girl and love wear a tongue and everything there. And that him likes it.
But this is the point I'm
That's so
making.
shallow.
Why do you think
No,
you
that's
have
not-
that?
I'm just giving you what. Me personally, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm just
But
saying.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
this
these are certain
is
things.
why side chicks exist.
Exactly, bro.
That's all it is.
It might
I'm
sound
telling
shallow
you,
enough,
I'm
but it's
telling
a
you.
reality.
I'm telling you, 'cause
listen to your partner.
When you go
Very
to the
important.
side chicks, oh, she's not we're not gonna night this really. I'm telling you. She's not wearing no girly nighty.
Until after a while.
Listen
She
to
start
me.
wearing the
No,
exact
no.
same-
I
big
won't.
guy.
I probably won't wear girly nighty, but me not football
I can tell you
shots.
this. Every
Me not
time,
football shots and jersey.
big guy, I can tell you this. Every
Nope.
time you go to that side chick house,
Ready, prepared.
she's in a night and a sexy.
Alive,
Yes,
we know
because
your
she-
underpants.
Yeah, because
that we
she's
know.
it's a moment of your time that she's taking.
Exactly, bro.
But what I'm saying is, as soon as you get into that relationship with her, she's gonna have something that you're not gonna.
no, we're not getting into a relationship.
But that's
Of
listen
course
to what
we
I'm
get
saying.
to- You guys are in full blown relationship.
but what I'm saying is-
Before it is a big guy, why are you objecting to what I'm saying to have your
like that
female?
big guy.
No, it's not objecting.
Yeah, you are.
I'm trying to think of both sides of the coin.
Yes.
Right.
I think far too many times we just kind of push our narrative because we are men.
No, it's not about.
It's not about. It's not
And you guys
about.
want to be dominant.
Nah,
It's,
I'm
it's
not
about.
being
It's about
men
opening
here.
up. It's about opening up the
Bro, when you're in a
conversation.
relationship-
Man like when woman want naked.
Bro, when you're in a big guy, again, it might sound very repetitive, but when you're in a relationship, bro,
Yeah.
you have to compromise, you have to adjust, and you have to adapt. But most importantly, listen. To
But
your
you're
partner.
not willing to compromise and adjust.
By what?
But I just explained to
So,
you,
Damion,
and you're telling me
Mela
someone
Damion,
you like your
Mela
woman to be.
serious now. Damion, if you realize it, you tell Sandy say, yo, I go more you wear tights. I don't really like the tights, baby, because the kind of you I just wear 2 days a week.
2 out of 7.
2 out of 7. Is that too much?
Yes
To
or
each
no?
their own, you know, but to see if my man tell me,
Thank
say,
you.
I walk up and down in a
Thank you.
G-string of that me, do.
Thank you.
All right. Moving
you.
forward.
What I'm saying-
clap, big guy,
What I'm
like
saying,
this champ,
no,
but
no, what I'm
forward.
saying to you, this
Yeah.
is what I'm saying to you.
What are you saying, brother?
What you're saying sounds very patriarchal. And this is
How?
something that we don't recognize as men. Sometimes when we talk and when we do things, we sound very one-sided.
It's not.
You're not listening to what you're saying.
Bro,
you're not even hearing
You
me.
guys watch
Like,
I am
Why Did I Get
listening
Married?
and I
What-
know
it
where
one
you're
sided
going.
for sure.
you're not even
No, it's
hearing
It's
what
not
I'm
because
saying.
I'm not demanding her to wear it
It's
every
a-
day.
yes.
Meet me halfway.
No, you're demanding
Meet me
because you
halfway.
are saying
I
if she
love
not
that.
do it, you're left.
No, I'm not
And go find-
leaving. No, I'm not leaving. I will not leave for that. But I'm
Okay,
just saying,
but you'd step
let's
out and
meet-
go find a lady that will.
No, it might not happen right away. I'm not gonna leave you or step up. because
But it
of that.
premeditated.
But I'm just- no. Listen, what I'm saying to you. Listen, and again, you might think I'm talking shit. These ground bases, they do happen. It might not be a tongue. It might not be a wig. But there are certain things you go into a relationship that you're not used to, or you don't quote unquote like.
But Linky, why is it up to you?
Up to me, what? No, I'm having a conversation with my spouse.
But if she says she don't want to do it, then what?
Well, try do it. Try figure it out.
Listen
Nah,
to me.
nah, nah, I do
But
it
this,
right
this
now,
is what I'm
adapt
saying. This is
over
what
a
I'm
period
saying
of
to you.
time.
I'm not
It
that kind of
depends on
person. I don't want
situation
to.
too.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because if it's that quote and let's talk about the sexy pant and the sexy laundry, that's not hard. That's not something that's
It's
difficult.
not about what's hard. It's about what she wants.
Yeah, but want to what me want.
But that's what I'm saying. You're only pushing that.
No, we can meet each other halfway. And
But
I
you're
believe
not
it.
meeting
No.
her halfway.
It-
All right,
I am,
me
because
wear.
should I wait every day?
Okay.
I am
That's
me.
not
Hold
hard.
on, no.
That's not
me,
something hard.
Me
That's not hard
wear
to do
G-string,
it.
so you can wear the brief like Gigolo.
You can't want that.
Yeah, meet me halfway.
You know you want
More
that.
want see print out. More want that.
Me wear it for you.
All right then.
Me wear it for
Right
you.
this up.
Now when in the house, me wear it for you.
Anyway,
That not hard.
That not
Yeah,
hard.
that not
Me
hard.
wear it for
Private,
you.
we're an hour and a
bedroom,
half in.
private, yeah.
We're an hour and a half
Not
in. We're
hard.
an hour and a half in. And this is going really long.
I know it.
So we
Oh, but remember
have
say
to
to
cut
it
we have
for
to cut
crap,
short.
it for crap, it for crap, cause the break and sitting.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to. Can I get into the last
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
It was something in a relationship too, and I had a conversation at work. I had ladies that come from up and down there, but my brother at work was telling me that ladies don't. The comparison between male and female, ladies is not. How would I put it? They don't control their hygiene better than men. Like they give off an odor more than men, especially the private part.
What?
All right, what he was saying is that a lot of females.
Who was saying this? A
you
man?
talking- yeah,
A man?
guy at work.
Him ignorant, I know same uncircumcised.
So what if he's uncircumcised? I don't understand. What is going on here?
No,
We're spiraling out of control.
I said that because him a talk about woman body parts, so me I go down in
Yeah,
a
no, no,
fee
but-
one.
but what I-
Cause when him pull the skin back, I be a cheese.
Oh my god.
Right.
So we have when he said that two girls were there at work when he said that, and the automatic reaction was like this.
Right.
But I'm like, calm down, let's have a conversation,
Right.
let's see where you're going with this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm saying, a lot of females when they wash down there, some have soap go up in them or use the rag or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But he said they don't wash the washcloth. That's what he said. The washcloth properly, and they put it down. Then they come back and use it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some females, they don't shave regularly or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
And they don't tend, and again, it's just based upon what he's saying, they don't tend to smell themselves.
But what's his point?
His point that ladies are not properly groomed. Men are more properly groomed than females.
And how many women does he know?
Based on his experience.
That guy probably knows 5
Yeah.
women.
You don't know that.
Based-
You don't know
So,
that.
but because what's his sample size? So you can't make a generalization based off a couple people that you've
I'm
seen.
ignorant, man.
It's
Maybe
something-
about time conversation. We'll just have a
Based off
conversation.
No,
my experience, I be a dirty girl in pickup. That's just it.
So I don't
So
agree
the
with
general thing is that when it comes down to proper hygiene, who do you think takes care of
him.
themselves?
Women for
Well,
sure.
well, well,
100% women.
Damien.
Oh, you feel like?
Damien.
I know so.
Look here, you know
It's all you know, so no.
Bro, listen.
All of a sudden you know.
No, hold on.
But the man where I'm talking about,
Hold on.
you know where
Because if I only the women them where him encounter gully immature,
I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even
talking
talking. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about what I'm not only speaking from my perspective. Listen, okay. Everybody has personality traits, right? And we know that when it comes to personality traits, women and men are different, right? Certain things women are better at than men. Like grooming.
Hygiene,
Women are
nurturing, all of
100%
that.
better at grooming than men.
I don't think so.
It's not. I'm not talking about what I think. I'm telling you it's a fact.
No, it's not.
Grooming.
Yes, it is.
When it
It's
comes
not.
to when it comes to human beings grooming themselves,
Nope.
women are better than men.
Nope.
So Linky,
a lot of women who not get, okay, a lot of women who are not getting no action.
Me have a
like
question
shit.
for Linky.
We're speaking in general, right?
Sure that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of women who not get no action, they don't want to shave.
Oh,
Nobody's not seeing me, so
But shaving has nothing to do with hygiene.
it does.
No, it does not.
It does.
The
No, it does
vagina
not.
cleans itself, but
Well,
that's not an excuse.
You have to understand. When go ahead.
But
No, I think
some people are allergic to razors actually, so maybe that's why them not shave. But you can't wax fine laser.
But
Yeah,
you
that
can,
falls
but
under the
you
same
can
category.
be an unshaved person and still be hygienic. What do you mean?
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with hygiene. It can be better hygiene, but it doesn't make you an unhygienic person.
Yeah, but you can't.
Someone-
can't
So
sweat
Damon,
it
so
as
you're
well
okay
as
with
you-
a hairy,
You're okay
with
with
a
that eerie?
You're
Are you
okay
okay with
with a hairy
eerie
vagina?
pokey?
No, I'm
Eerie
not okay
pokey.
with that. But what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. The point I'm making is that you're making hygiene and shaving synonymous.
But you know, so funny enough, you said that I hear some men say them don't want some woman shave ball, them want them to have ear on it.
Everybody have their preference, to be honest.
Everybody have different preference.
Yes.
Yeah, some man,
Everybody has
some man
different
want them
preference.
shave
But the bottom line is
No, we're not gonna bottom.
And some guys,
Why?
actually, some guys
Bottom-
like
the bottom line
odor.
is-
You know, there's guys who like odor though. There's guys who like the smell of it.
Must say,
I'm telling you,
I don't
no.
know.
but true. Me
I'm
hear
telling
some
know
you,
about
man.
that.
I'm telling you,
Some,
there's guys.
that's like the licking the back of the knee. Like,
I'm telling you,
I don't know.
there's guys who
I don't know
like
about
that.
that one.
Ali, you heard that before?
yeah, I know where the natural scent.
They
Who
like
say
the
odor because
smell
odor
of-
is
yeah.
odor
They
is
like-
foul. Scent.
They like the scent. Like,
Yeah, them don't want
that
the woman
scent,
fresh
yeah.
out of the shower.
Yeah,
them
they
want
don't
she
want
don't sit down and
sour. They
marinate
want-
for
yeah,
all five,
yeah.
not sour,
Marinate.
but five
Yes,
hours.
Marinate.
there's guys who like that.
that sounds dis-
I'm not saying I do. I'm
Marinate.
just saying
No,
there's
Say
guys.
the word. Say your favorite rule. That's gross.
There's guys. There's
This
guys.
guy, so that's gross.
Paper towel, and said.
Paper towel and set.
No, wait.
All right, you know what I
It's
mean?
okay. We're almost done anyway.
We almost done. So is that deep organic or fun?
Yeah.
That's fuckers, bro.
There's
That
guys who
guy's
actually like
ignorant. That
that shit.
guy's ignorant. He doesn't know much.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here in my glasses all covered in and I have to be making my point. So he doesn't know much. That guy's ignorant.
Listen, with that being said, we are at the end of
Share,
episode
like, subscribe, all the good things.
6. Yeah, episode 6 was a blast. You know what I mean? Bob the Builder, the mayor.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Make sure you guys subscribe, share, like, but most importantly, comment.
Comment at the bottom.
Yeah, want to get.
Yeah.
No, just comment at the comment section.
Root. That's the
Yeah,
root.
the comment section.
Comment at the root.
You know what I mean? So, Deep Organic Phuckery. Ali, thank you so much.
Thank you for
And
having
please
me.
don't wake up these big guy again.
You can wet me up anytime.
Fuckery.
Until next episode, Deep Organic Fuckery. We're out. Boom.